First, a note. Only 40 to 50% of our citizens vote in any given federal election. One of the reasons that we have such a crummy Congress. This message is especially directed to the millions of Americans who don't vote because they've given up on our lousy politics. The most repeated word in this political season is change. Trouble is, it's only being applied to the presidential race, where change is going to happen anyway, thanks to term limits, no matter who wins. Where change really needs to happen is in Congress, where things never change regardless of who wins or loses on either side of the aisle. Do you realize that the re-election rate in the House is over 98%, and in the Senate it's over 90%? And it's been that way for many years. Kennedy of Massachusetts and Dingell of Michigan have both been there for 50 years. 50 years. And many of their colleagues are catching up to them in the length of tenure. Nowadays, just being re-elected a couple of times in a row paves the way for lifetime tenure. Who said that lifetime tenure was only for Supreme Court justices or lousy college professors? And to make matters worse, Congress refuses to let anyone propose term limits for them. Even though 80% of the American people favor term limits for Congress. Some people oppose term limits, saying, we already have limits. They're called elections. Well, I say, let's use elections to impose term limits. Don't let anyone serve more than one term. We can only get a citizen Congress and fresh ideas and solutions after we get rid of the career politicians in Congress. They will disappear when voters only allow one term in Congress. Is this too drastic a step? Do you have a better idea to make real change? Well, I say a voter's got to do what a voter's got to do. So how do we make change happen in Congress? Simple. Just never re-elect any congressman or senator. Never re-elect anyone in Congress. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Throw the bums out after one term. And how do we make that happen? Simple. Always vote in every election, but always vote for challengers. Never, never vote for incumbents, regardless of promises, platforms, or who will get the majority. Remember, to get rid of the alligators, we must first drain the swamp. If you don't have a challenger in your regular party, vote for the next best challenger in any other party, even if you have to hold your nose while doing it. Just never re-elect any incumbent senator or congressman. Never. After 3 or 4 election cycles, when Congress notices that election turnout is up, but re-elections are down, they'll get the message. And maybe give us term limits, just so they can serve more than one term. You can help get us a rejuvenated Congress by sending this message to all your friends and acquaintances frequently. Repetition is the key. We need everybody to vote in every election, but they must always vote for challengers, never vote for incumbents, no matter how much it hurts. Never re-elect anyone. I'm Nelson Lee Walker of TenureCorrupts.com.